So at Omnes, today we will be learning from Chapter 9 of Wheelock, which includes demonstrative adjectives and special IUS adjectives. Demonstrative adjectives do just what the name suggests. They point out a particular person or thing. We will be learning 3 demonstrative adjectives today. He, kai, kok, which means this, or the latter. Ile, illa, illud, which means that, or the former. And finally, iste, ista, istud, which also means that, but is more emphatic, like that of yours. It is commonly used with contemptuous force. On your screen now, you can see the declension of he, kai, kok. Because it is an adjective, it does have a separate form for all 3 genders. In the singular, it has some unusual forms. The genitive singular for all 3 genders is huius, and the dative singular for all 3 genders is huik. The masculine accusative singular, hunk, and the feminine accusative singular, honk, sound funny, but also very easy to distinguish. As you can see, the ablative singular of this adjective looks just like a first-second declension adjective, but with the C added to the end. In the plural, it declines just like a first and second declension adjective. On your screen now, you can see the declension of ile, illa, illud. This one is even easier than he, kai, kok, because it declines like a first and second declension adjective, in every form but the genitive and dative singular. The genitive singular is ilius for all 3 genders, and the dative singular is ili for all 3 genders. Iste, ista, istud also declines similarly to a first and second declension adjective. Just like ile, illa, illud, it differs only in the genitive singular and dative singular. The genitive singular for all 3 genders is istius, and the dative singular for all 3 genders is isti. You will want to memorize the forms of all 3 of these adjectives. Now I just want to say a few things about the translation of these adjectives. In general, the demonstratives point out persons or things either near the speaker, hic, near the addressee, iste, or distant from both, ile. Ile and hic are also sometimes equivalent to the former and the latter, respectively, and occasionally have a little more force than our personal pronouns, he, she, it. Ile can also mean the famous. When demonstratives modify nouns, they function as adjectives. Since they are emphatic, they regularly precede the nouns they modify. You can see this on your screen with the example of hic liber, this book. However, demonstratives can also be used alone. When used alone, they function as pronouns and are often best translated as this man, that woman, etc. according to their gender, number, and context. This chapter also introduces the special IUS adjectives. These are a set of first and second declension adjectives with special genitive and dative singular endings. They are just like ile and iste in that their genitive singular ending is IUS and their dative singular ending is long I. Other than that, they decline just like other first and second declension adjectives. But how do you know which adjectives are the special ones, you may be asking? There are only 9 adjectives that belong to this category, and they can be easily memorized using the acronym unus nauta, with each letter in the phrase representing one of the special adjectives. These adjectives are unus, una, unum, nullus, nulla, nullum, ullus, ulla, ullum, solus, sola, solum, nuter, nutra, nutrum, alius, alii, alia, alium, uter, utrum, utra, totus, tota, totum, and alter, altera, alterum. This handy acronym can also help you remember that nauta is a feminine in form, but masculine in gender. It is very important that you memorize these adjectives. The story on the worksheet for this chapter was written by Seneca the Younger. Lucius Annaeus Seneca was born around 4 BC and died in 64 AD. He was a Stoic philosopher and tutor to the Emperor Nero when he was young. In addition, he also wrote many essays, epistles, and tragedies, all of which have a moralizing tone. He is one of the main writers of the Silver Age of Latin, which started with the death of Augustus in 14 AD. Seneca was forced to commit suicide by Nero for allegedly being complicit in the Pisonian conspiracy, which wished to overthrow the emperor. That's all for this chapter. Be sure to get your forum post done by Friday night, your quizzes by Saturday night, and your worksheets by Sunday night. And don't forget, our first test will be next week. If you have any questions or concerns, email me. Wheelock Chapter.